Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the Grammy Live studios in Los Angeles. I am John Norris, and there's just no easy way to do this. It's our sad task to inform all of you that in the past hour, news has broken of the death of one of the great voices in pop music history, an absolute pop music superstar, Whitney Houston. She was 48 years old, and there is no cause of death at this time, but it is almost impossible to express the enormity of this tragedy. The loss of such a tremendous talent, a shining spirit, and yet a woman whose struggles with addiction were well documented over the years is a moment that, to be honest, many of us feared might someday come. And while there still is no cause of death, we'd all hoped and prayed that the lovely Whitney would, and in fact had, turned a corner. Now, this would be devastating, gutting news under any circumstances, but coming here on the eve of the Grammy Awards, where Whitney had been nominated some 25 times over the years and won 6 Grammys, well, it renders it even more unimaginable. What's more, it comes only a couple of hours before the pre-Grammy Gala is set to get underway. That is, of course, the annual party hosted by the man who discovered and was forever Whitney's greatest champion, Clive Davis. That this news casts a pall over that event is a huge understatement. Now, Grammy Live is still set to be on the red carpet at that gala tonight at the Beverly Hilton, but we do not know at this moment how this horrible news will impact it. In the past hour, expressions of sympathy have understandably poured in on Twitter and elsewhere from a ton of people, including Mariah Carey, Missy Elliott, Christina Aguilera, Randy Jackson, Paris Jackson, Boy George, L.A. Reid, Justin Bieber, and many, many more. It has quite simply been endless. Finally, on a personal note, I was lucky enough to interview Whitney a number of times over the years. She's a lovely woman, and the moment I remember most was once in Miami when I was at her home with Bobby Brown, and the couple took me into the nursery to see a beautiful little newborn by the name of Bobby Christina. And for all of us who feel a loss today of an incredible talent, let's spare our greatest thoughts for her. We have lost a gifted musician, and she has lost a mom.